In this video, I want to talk about two different places you can focus your attention. One of the places is going to make caregiving so much harder. Please don't choose this option. The other option is going to make the caregiving journey easier for you. Choose that option. After watching the video and trying this out, you can take it a step further by joining me inside of my Make Caregiving Easier experience, which starts very soon. You can just click the link in the description or go to makecaregivingeasier.com. Let's keep the ball rolling. I was talking to a friend recently and she was telling me about a book. And in full disclosure, I have not personally read about this book. And the book doesn't have anything to do with caregiving. It has to do with business. But the concept she taught me, I thought would be extremely helpful for any dementia caregiver. I want to share it with you. The book was called The Gap and the Gain by Dan Sullivan. It's a business book. But the concept that my friend was telling me about from the book is that there is where you are right here, and there is where you want to be over here. So if we apply this to a caregiving example, you might be here, which is overwhelmed, burned out, confused, losing your patience. Maybe you're snapping at your person with dementia. Maybe you're overeating all the ice cream to try to cope with stress, or you're over drinking all the wine at night to try to help wind down. Insert any of the behaviors so many caregivers go through right here. That might be where you are. Where you might want to be is somewhere over here. Somebody who is more calm, accepting, patient. Maybe somebody who is eating healthier, connecting more with others. Then there is the gain, where most people aren't even paying attention to. They don't even realize it's there. Let me share with you what that is and why you might not be noticing it. The gain is all of the progress you've made along the way so far in your caregiving journey. The successes, the tiny wins, the accomplishments, those are the things we're not even realizing they're happening. It can be as simple as spending your days caring for somebody with dementia while also trying to care for younger kids, or while also working on the side, or while also trying to keep a marriage alive. It could be that you are doing things that you never would have thought possible a year or two ago, like caring for somebody 24/7, keeping somebody with dementia safe 24/7. It can be all of the information you've learned over the course of being a caregiver about a disease that is super confusing, and now you know more information about dementia. Or perhaps you've figured out a way to adjust meal times and present foods in a way the person will accept. Or you've found out a way to get your person to change their shirt every day, something that you weren't able to do in the past. Or, and this is a big one, maybe you've gotten to a place where you don't take things as personally and they don't impact you as much when the person with dementia says something rude or negative toward you. The gain is basically all the things along the way that were an extreme struggle, that were extremely confusing, that now you're managing or you've figured out how to approach in a way that doesn't eat away at you as much, or that doesn't negatively impact your day as much. That's the gain. So many people are focused on the gap, the emptiness between where they are and where they want to be. And they're so focused at how they are not where they want to be, at where their life is not where they want it to be, that they're missing all of the gain they've made along the way. Putting more attention on the gap is going to make caregiving harder. It's going to be more difficult. It's going to keep you down. It's going to contribute to caregiver guilt. It's going to lead to beating yourself up. All of those things make caregiving more difficult. And they don't do anything to help the person with dementia. At least if beating yourself up was somehow going to improve the care the person with dementia got, I'd say maybe we could work in a little bit of self-negativity, but it doesn't. It makes things worse for you, and it doesn't do anything positive for the person with dementia. So you can focus on that gap, or you can focus on the gain. The progress that you've had, the tiny wins that you've made. I bet that whatever you are doing right now is something you never ever thought you could do a year ago. Yet here you are. So where are you focusing? The gap or the gain? You might be thinking that you don't really have a gain. You don't even notice any of the gains that you've made. One of the biggest blocks that will stop you from noticing the gain is focusing on the gap. When our attention and focus is on what we are missing, what we are not doing great yet, all of the mistakes that we've made, of course we're going to be missing all the gains and improvements we've made along the way. Make it a goal to look for the gain. Ask yourself, where have you improved? Ask yourself if you're doing anything right now that you never ever would have thought you'd be able to do in the past. I'm guessing you're probably doing things on a regular basis that require a level of love, compassion, patience, and sacrifice that you maybe never even thought was possible. So let me know in the comments below. Are you going to focus more on the gap, or are you going to focus more on the gain? I sure hope it's the gain. And if you want some extra support and some fast action to help you make even more gains, join me in the Make Caregiving Easier experience. It starts very soon. The link is in the description. As always, I'm going to be back next week with a new video. If you haven't already, make sure to click the red subscribe button on your screen. It's totally free to do, but most importantly, it helps communicate to YouTube that these videos are helpful for dementia caregivers, and YouTube will then go and put my videos in front of a caregiver right now, currently searching for support and information and does not know my channel exists. It really means a lot. Thank you. Bye.